Alrighty, y'all. Well, welcome back. It's been quite a while. So, doing a little voiceover here, but we're going to do this over the back day I just had, and we're going to talk about a few things here. But, so starting out, we're just, warming up deadlifts. We're going to be working up to what is now my current PR during this set. But we're also going to talk about what my current PRs are on the big three. We're going to talk about what my totals are at as we just kind of touch on what I'm doing here on this. It's kind of like a back, leg, and bicep type of day. So we hit the big muscle groups with a lot of heavy load here, and then some accessory work. It's super taxing. There's not a lot to get done on this day, but what we do is heavy. So with that, we're going along. But as you saw, we did 225, 275, 315 now. We're just working up, seeing how it feels. I did actually come into this day feeling a little exhausted and worn out. Didn't sleep very well. I haven't slept very well really for the last month since I've moved. As well as just kind of like fatigued and like out of it. Allergies been acting up. You can hear them now, but we'll get through it. But anyways, so we've been working with the trainer, getting some stuff done, and been making real big progress. Our deadlift has gone up quite a bit. As you can also tell, we're not in the home gym. We are recording this day here at Crunch. That's my new local gym. My home gym, I've kind of been putting it back together, but as of right now, it's just kind of going to sit. We'll have some days maybe where we do some stuff in there, but for now, I'm enjoying the actual like gym environment again, and it's actually made me pretty motivated again to like lift. Seeing other people that like are in better shape or a little bit stronger, a little bit faster, their cardio is a little bit better, Like it's like, oh yeah, like I need to fucking be able to do what that person's doing. Like I need to push myself harder. Like that person's doing it, I can do it, It drives me when I see other people doing well, and it pushes me to do better. Which is kind of how we should all kind of take the gym environment. Is you're there to be doing better. Everyone there is there for the same thing. Like I've already met a handful of people that have been super cool so far, and they've asked some questions, and I've asked them some questions and whatnot, and I went ahead and got a trainer. He's working with me on Tuesdays, which is the day that I've now dedicated to doing my heavy leg day on, which is when I get to do squats. Because previously, we were having all those problems with the lower back hurting after squatting 255. A lot of it was apparently from a form issue, but as you can tell here, now we've went ahead and we pulled that 445 there. Nice solid rep. That is now my current PR. But now we're into just doing some barbell shrugs. Instead of setting it up on the little rack, I decided I was just gonna pick it up each set as just a little extra stimulation to the back, help it stay stretched out and warm while we work through those. But we have reached a point to where we're done with those now, and we're gonna go ahead and go into leg presses. So as we're sitting here, we're getting set up, and we're starting here. Just a handful of plates. I think we work up to a total of 6 plates on these. Nothing super crazy, but definitely, sets of 5, full range of motion. We're really focusing on the drive out of the hole as we're going through and doing these. But this here is now just for some extra stimulation after doing the heavy deadlifts. This is just to get some quads firing and, get some load on those guys. Now that the hamstrings are fatigued from doing deadlifts, I can really feel the quads fire when I go to the leg press right afterwards. And, you know, I don't have to worry about that load on my back from doing squats and all that because I already just put it under a pretty large load, you know, deadlifting and whatnot. So no reason to have extra compression if we don't need it. But with that, you know, we're making some progress. So we're going to end up moving into a couple bicep movements once we finish up with these leg presses here. Just some sets to get some blood pushed into them, get a good pump going. They get pretty fatigued, especially that left elbow still gets pretty irritated if I let the bicep curls get a little too heavy and I ramp them up a little too hard. But no big deal there. It kind of is what it is. Like, we'll work through it. But, so while we watch this, I'll go ahead and start talking about the big three. So, my big three now is a 445 deadlift, which is massive. I've put 25 pounds onto that one rep since the last time I made a video about how heavy we got. Squats made a massive jump. They went from 275 pounds for a triple, 285 for a single, to where you'll see here shortly, I do a 335 for a single after we did 315 for a single, which was deeper, 295 for a single, which was also quite a bit deeper. The coach is working with me doing my squats at like a power lifter depth. He doesn't want me going ass to grass currently. He wants my squat to get much heavier and to just competition depth. So we're not squatting ass to grass currently anymore. So whatever he says goes. And then bench press, 285 pounds and nice clean solid rep. So what you guys will end up seeing is those three lifts now. They'll be coming up. And that puts me at now a total of 1,065 pounds. So I'm back well secured in the 1,000-pound club. And we are going to be working towards, I think, 1,200 pounds. So we have quite a bit of work ahead of us. But with that, guys, make sure you're working toward your goals, getting your stuff done. And most of all, just don't be a lazy fuck.